I want to introduce the living house. It's living and it's giving. Not only is it a greenhouse, it's the greenhouse with the yellowing papayas. Tree that keeps on giving. Right in the backyard in the middle of Houston, Texas. How else can this house give? How about the vegetable garden? That is growing in the backyard. This is the storage room in the backyard. It is all made out of concrete CMU, so the walls are not susceptible to any mold or water damage. Therefore, we could put the vegetable garden right alongside it. We recycled an inside stair railing and balcony railing that was already a recycled piece for the house that got torn down, which was the owner's house. And we put it out here to make a little definition. Here are okra and fennel. That is very young. Everything from seed, everything organic seed, and arugula. Two types of arugula that are coming up very fast. A cherry tomato and some Kentucky pole green beans, as well as crooked neck squash, yellow squash at the end, a Japanese eggplant in the corner, and some Armenian cucumber plants that are going to be growing onto the fence. That, alongside the citrus grove that lines the west side of this backyard. Among the highlights of the citrus grove is the Meyer lemon that is yielding right now no less than 300 lemons, possibly 4. We have not been able to finish counting the incredible production of Meyer lemons that is coming onto this little bitty tree. Among the largest of the lemons are now thistleclump. As you can see, those are going to be enormous yellow Meyer lemons, but there's millions in the making. It is so rewarding to think that these will grow out of here, that we will be using them in the kitchen and in everything we make, and we'll probably be canning and making marmalades. And that's a very good thought. And we have Valencia oranges and kumquats and Florida oranges right here that we are growing from. Very small. Now, at the end here is a hummingbird bush. And this to me is part of the beauty of why we have gardens. And the flower of the hummingbird bush is what attracts them. And there are the first few flowers of the spring that are bright, bright red. And looking down the citrus grove, you can see that the production will be just beautiful this year. Awaiting at the back is a flower bed for cutting flowers and a vegetable bed. And we have just cleared the bamboo at the top, some of the giant timber bamboo, so that we can have enough sun to be growing vegetables. But that's not all that happens in this productive house. We have the herb garden, which is in front of the kitchen, with a beautiful production of green peppers and mint coming up, and sage and Greek oregano, as well as some aloe vera, which we use for any cuts and bruises. So that's happening and growing right now. And we have seeds growing on the ground of basil that went to seed last year and dropped them on the ground. So we will be planting those in planters. So what else is happening in this giving yard? A cherry tomato right at the back door, so we can be watching it and putting compost in there from our kitchen. What else is happening here? Well, this is a key lime that last year didn't yield very much. This year we've counted at least 150 lemons, and it is still flowering. But it already has many, many, many teeny, teeny, teeny lemons already in the make, and doing beautiful in front of a young but very productive bougainvillea that we have creeping up to to one of the master balconies. And if you think this is just for adornment, you're going to be wrong, because the flowers of the bougainvillea we use for tea for upper respiratory infections or colds, mixed with a little ginger, lemon, and honey. And I take some of those beautiful flowers, probably about 7 of them, and I make a tea. And that's still happening in the giving home. Part of the whole green concept is to recycle, and it is so appropriate that at Easter time, when I bought those Easter lilies from the supermarket last year, I planted them once they stopped giving, and they are about to give me Easter lilies, because it is Easter time. And so that's part of the making of a garden that keeps on giving. There's more right outside the garden. The banana trees that for the last 2 years we thought, and during the hurricane, got beaten to death. They're actually beautiful when they're coming up, but they get beaten. And there it is, the first yielding of bananas. And it's been beautiful to watch how that flower sheds, like you see there, is about to shed those top leaves. And from there is going to emerge more of the bananas. This is a different type of banana. This is the smaller bananas. And as you can see right here, these are basically the flower that the pistils become the baby bananas. And there it is, right next to the recycled fence that we used from the original house. And there, the newest addition to the greenhouse, and the doggie that truly appreciates all that is being done. A Another thing that I really like about what we did with the landscape was that we have things that keep on giving, such as the sweet potatoes that give the most beautiful green accents to the yard that will fill this up completely year after year, and I don't have to replant. So there you have it, the greenhouse that keeps on giving.